Some general rules of applying rock tape, whether it's a two-legged animal or a four-legged animal. The skin should be clean and free of oils, shampoos, things like that. I have found rock tape to be extremely effective on short-coated dogs without any adhesive spray. My pit bull will hold on tape for 3 or 4 days without a problem. The longer-coated animals, they may need to be clipped down. Newfoundlands, other thick-coated animals, but again, not completely bald. Okay, it depends on the reason that we're taping. And a lot of times I will be doing taping post-surgical. So we already have a shaved limb following a cruciate surgery or a FHO. We'll see as a case example tomorrow. These are areas that the legs already clipped down for us. These are great ones to apply tape to. For those of you that may be physios that have worked with kinesiology tape before, the same application applies in people as it does to animals. We want to round the edges of the tape by not having these sharp 90-degree corners. Now the tape's not going to get stuck on things and start to peel up. And I'm a big fan that less is more when coming to stretch. I have taped and overstretched myself, and it can be discomforting. So I really keep minimal tension on ends of tape and maybe applying mild stretch in the middle of a tape application. Some more rules. Remember that the tape is going to stick better to skin than it does to itself. And we can cut them into different shapes. If I take a basic piece of tape and just round the edges, okay, but I can also take that same piece of tape and I can create a little bit of a Y effect or an X or a V, and I still round out all these individual edges. One of the ones that we'll look at during these presentations is I make what I call tentacles, as if for an octopus, and I use this a lot for inflammation to really get at these big swollen areas and get that reduced. Rock tape's adhesive, the acrylic is heat activated, so just gentle rubbing is more than enough to get the tape to stay on the patients. I don't use a hair dryer or an adhesive spray or anything like that. And for those of you doing it in eventing situations, I try to apply it an hour before an event. Disclaimer here, on the human side now and on the equine side, there are some events that now ban competitors from having kinesiology tape on during an event, but not right before or right after. I don't believe we're there with canines yet, but always be aware of the governing body of a competition. We don't want to get someone discredited and disqualified for having tape on.